Starting an LLC in California might seem complicated, but I promise you it's not rocket science. In fact, I'm going to break it down into simple steps that anyone can follow. So by the end of this video, you'll have all the knowledge you need to start your very own LLC with confidence. Let's get started. Did you know that in California, over 500,000 new businesses are formed every year? And a lot of them are LLCs. That's because LLCs are awesome for protecting your personal stuff from business problems. Plus, they can save you money on taxes and make your business look more legit to customers. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but isn't setting up an LLC a huge hassle? Well, I'm here to tell you it's not as hard as you might think. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be ready to start your own LLC without breaking a sweat. So let's dive in and get you on the path to business success. Naming and registration, your LLC's foundation. All right, so you're ready to start your LLC journey in California, but where do you begin? Well, it all starts with a name. Yep, just like naming a baby, but way less permanent and way more businessy. Now, here's the thing about naming your LLC in California. It's not just about picking something cool. There are actually some rules that you need to follow. First off, your name has to be unique. You can't just copy someone else's homework, But don't worry, I'll show you how to check if your awesome name idea is already taken. So, what are these naming rules? Well, for starters, you gotta include limited liability company or LLC in your name. It's like a little badge that tells everyone that you're legit. But here's a fun fact. You can't use words like bank, trust, or insurance company unless you're actually in those businesses. I mean, imagine calling your cupcake shop Bank of Sprinkles LLC. Sounds cool, but it's a no-go. Now, once you've got your killer name idea, you need to make sure no one else has snagged it first. You can do this super easily online using the California Secretary of State's business name database. It's like Google, but for business names. And get this, if you find the perfect name but aren't quite ready to start your LLC, you can actually reserve it for up to 60 days. It's like putting a business name on hold. Okay, so you've got your name sorted. What's next? Well, you need to choose a registered agent. I know, it sounds fancy, but it's basically just someone who accepts important documents for your business. It could be you, your mom, or even a professional service. The main thing here is that they need to have a physical address in California and be over 18 years of age. It's like having a professional assistant for your LLC, but they only handle the boring legal stuff. Now, here's a pro tip. Using a registered agent service can actually help protect your privacy. Instead of using your home address for all your business stuff, you can use theirs. Pretty neat, right? All right, we're in the home stretch now. The last big step in setting up your LLC is filing your articles of organization. Sounds scary, but it's really just a fancy name for some paperwork. You'll need to fill out Form LLC-1, which is like a birth certificate for your business. It'll ask for stuff like your LLC's name, address, and who's running the show. Now, here's the cool part. You can submit this form online, by mail, or even in person if you're feeling fancy. It'll cost you $70 or $85 if you want to do it in person. And guess what? It usually only takes about a week to get approved. That's faster than getting a package from some online retailers. So there you have it. Naming your LLC, choosing a registered agent, and filing your articles of organization. These are the building blocks of your California LLC. It might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's totally doable. And remember, once you've got these basics down, you're well on your way to making your business dreams a reality. How awesome is that? Essential documents and numbers. All right, so you've got your LLC name, your registered agents, and articles of organization sorted out. But wait, there is more. Don't worry though, we're not done yet, and these next steps are super important for making sure your LLC is set up right. Let's talk about something called an operating agreement. Now, you might be thinking, do I really need another document? Well, here's the thing. While California doesn't legally require it, it's a really smart move to have one. It's like a rule book for your LLC that outlines how things will run. So what's in this operating agreement? Well, it covers stuff like who owns what percentage of the company, how you will split profits and losses, and what happens if someone wants to leave the business. It's basically a way to avoid arguments later on. Plus, some banks might actually ask for it when you're opening a business account or applying for a loan. Now, let's talk about something that sounds boring but is super important, your EIN. That stands for Employer Identification Number, and it's like a social security number but for your business. You need it for taxes, opening a bank account, and hiring employees. Now, here's some good news. Getting an EIN is totally free and super easy. The IRS lets you do it online, and it only takes about 15 minutes. How cool is that? It's probably the easiest part of setting up your LLC. Okay, now we've got one more thing to cover, the initial statement of information. This is a form you need to file with the California Secretary of State within 90 days of forming your LLC. It's like introducing your business to the state. Filing this form costs $20, and you can do it online, in person, or by mail. Just remember, if you're doing it in person, there's an extra $15 handling fee. But here's the catch. You need to keep filing this every 2 years. If you forget, you could end up with a $250 penalty fee. Yikes. So there you have it, the essential documents and numbers you need for your California LLC. It might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's not that bad. And remember, getting these things sorted out now will save you a ton of headaches later on. Plus, it shows everyone that your business is legit and ready to roll. Just think, once you've got all this sorted, you'll be running your own LLC like a boss. How awesome is that? You are taking control of your future and building something amazing. So let's keep going and get your LLC up and running. All right, so you're feeling good about setting up your LLC, but let's talk about something that might make you a little nervous. Taxes and staying on the right side of the law. Don't worry though, I'm going to break it down for you and show you it's not as scary as it sounds. First up, let's talk about California LLC taxes. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's this thing called an annual franchise tax. It's $800 and you gotta pay it every year, even if your business didn't make any money. I know it sounds rough, but think of it as the price of doing business in the Golden State. But wait, there is more. If your LLC starts making some serious money, you might have to pay extra fees. It's like a success tax, I guess. For example, if your LLC brings in over $250,000, you'll need to pay an additional fee based on how much you made. The more you make, the more you pay. It's like California is saying, congrats on your success. Now, please share the wealth. Now, let's talk about keeping your business on the up and up. One super important thing is to keep your business money separate from your personal money. It's like having separate piggy banks, one for you and one for your business. This isn't just good practice. It's crucial for protecting that sweet, sweet limited liability that comes with an LLC. You're also going to need some licenses and permits. What kind? Well, that depends on what your business does and where it's located. It could be a local business license, a state permit, or something specific to your industry. It's like collecting badges, but for your business. Oh, and don't forget about insurance. Depending on what your LLC does, you might need different types of coverage. It's like having a safety net for your business. You hope you never need it, but you'll be glad it's there if you do. Now, I know all this stuff about taxes, fees, licenses, and insurance might sound like a lot, but here's the thing. Staying on top of this stuff is what keeps your LLC legit and protects you from potential headaches down the road. Plus, there are professionals out there who can help you navigate all this. In fact, some LLC formation packages even offer free tax advice from a tax pro. How cool is that? Remember, running an LLC isn't just about making money, although that's definitely a big part of it. It's also about playing by the rules and keeping everything above board. It might seem like a pain now, but trust me, it's a way better than dealing with fines or legal issues later on. So there you have it, the basics of California LLC taxes and compliance. It's not exactly a party topic, but understanding this stuff is super important for keeping your business healthy and growing. And hey, once you've got all this sorted out, you can focus on the actual fun stuff, running your business and making money. Simplify your LLC journey. So we've covered a lot of ground and you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. But don't worry, I've got a secret weapon to share that'll make this whole LLC thing way easier. Let me break it down for you. First, let's quickly recap what we've learned. We talked about choosing a name, getting a registered agent, filing those articles of organization, and dealing with taxes and compliance. It's a lot, right? But here's the thing. You don't have to do all of this stuff by yourself. There are actually companies out there that can handle pretty much everything for you. These LLC formation services are like having a personal assistant for your business. They'll take care of all the paperwork, make sure you're following all the rules, and even help you with ongoing compliance stuff. One service I really like is Northwest Registered Agents. They can form your LLC for as little as $39, which is pretty awesome. Plus, they offer a ton of other services to keep your business running smoothly. Trust me, using a service like this can save you a ton of time and headaches. If you would like to get help forming your LLC for as little as $39, I left a link to Northwest Registered Agents in the description of this video. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.